So you may have been told that your portfolio book is the book that's meant to impress, and by that alone we can assume that it's more important than your sketchbook, right? But is it really? What if it's not as important as you think? Today I'd like to challenge that belief and talk about why your sketchbook has equal, if not more, value than your portfolio book. Let's get into it. So if you're an artist like me, you're definitely familiar with the terms sketchbook and portfolio book. But maybe you're not, and you're new to drawing and don't know the difference. To you, a book is just a book. So let's go over the difference between a sketchbook and a portfolio book. To put it simply, sketchbooks are for practice and portfolio books are for presentations. Sketchbook is the training ground. It's where you see all the mess, the sweat, mistakes you've made in your art journey and the lessons that you learned along the way. Portfolio book is showtime. Portfolio books are important because they let you show off your best work and could open up big life-changing opportunities for you. Like, for example, if you want to pursue an art career, it could open you to art jobs, concept artist, character design in whatever industry, whether it be games, movies, etc. You could have your work at an art exhibition as well. So it can do a lot of powerful things. Like, it can be a very powerful tool in your arsenal. But do I think that it's more important than your sketchbook? Nope. Because how powerful it can be depends on your sketchbook. In fact, I'd go so far as to say your portfolio book depends on your sketchbook in order to shine. Which might sound a bit weird because I'm saying that the clean, edited, impressive looking book depends on the messy, grimy, full of mistakes book in order to be valued. And I'll explain what I mean in a bit, because I'm not talking about comparing your sketchbook together with your portfolio book. Like, I gotta see all these bad drawings so that I can appreciate this good drawing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that a trained eye can see what you know and what you don't know when they look at your portfolio book. So you can't even hide. Like, you can't cover it up with the finish or the rendering just to make it look impressive. No, like, what you know and don't know can be seen by a trained eye. And so how good or bad your portfolio book is depends entirely on how much you use your sketchbook. Remember that sketchbook is for practice. It is the training ground. So it makes sense that how much I practice determines how well I perform when it's showtime. A big mistake that's common to beginner artists is wanting every drawing they make to be their Mona Lisa. That every time I put my pencil or brush onto the canvas, it needs to blow people's minds, it needs to change somebody's life. And if you're an experienced artist who does this, you're making a rookie mistake. And so naturally, you're going to feel more inclined to cherishing or valuing your portfolio book. But here's the problem. If you find mistakes on your Mona Lisa, that's not going to motivate you. That's actually going to hurt you. That's going to crush you. That's going to bring you down. And right there, in that mistake was the opportunity to learn from it. But you can't. It's the Mona Lisa. It's supposed to be perfect. It can't have mistakes. It's the portfolio book. It has to shine. And I agree with the portfolio book. But if you're spending more time performing than you are practicing, you're going to burn yourself out. This gift that God has blessed you and me with is supposed to be enjoyed for the rest of our lives. You gotta be in this for the long haul, so don't make mistakes that will cost you. I actually made a video going over 4 more of the biggest mistakes that artists make and how to avoid them. It's in the description below along with some other tools you might find useful to you. But here's the biggest thing you need to take away right now. You need to value your sketchbook way more than you value your portfolio book. You have to spend more time practicing so that when it is showtime, you really shine. And in the end, there's no such thing as a perfect drawing. There is, however, a drawing where you can tell that the artist knew exactly what they were doing. They were intentional because they know what they're doing. And that comes from a lot of time spent sketching. So here are my sketchbooks. I don't even own a portfolio book. In fact, financially speaking, you most likely spend way more on your sketchbooks than you do a portfolio book. And even if you're working with loose paper, like, see why I'm saying it has more value? One of the reasons, anyways. I have 3 sketchbooks that are filled up from 6 months of usage, and a 4th is already halfway done. I've been using more of printing paper, and I'll show you just in a bit. The reason why I've been using printing paper as opposed to the paper in my sketchbooks is because it was better for the exercise of figure drawing, and these are some sketches that I just do for warm-up. But yeah, it was just better for drawing figures, and since I'm gonna be sketching a lot more and drawing figures, thought it'd just be best to use. I already have like more paper here and a whole stack of printer paper, and like I said, these are all filled up, right? It's got a lot of stuff in here. And what I love about a sketchbook is how low the entry level of a bar actually is. Like, there's no pressure to make something impressive. You just get to mess around. In fact, it often happens that as you take on a new idea in your sketchbook, that you end up using that picture for your portfolio book, because it came out really well, and all of this because the intent wasn't even to impress. And how much better is it to have something that you love doing representing your work to people and places that can open big doors for you? That's a win-win to me. It's just to enjoy and mess up, think about why that went wrong, write notes. Like, I've been writing more notes a lot more recently. You should see over here, something that I recommend because it was recommended to me, so that you can remember why you made a decision, what went wrong about it, what you would change. There's something about putting your thoughts down onto a page that it stays with you, and especially when you go back to look at your drawings again. So even with the ones that I liked a lot, I use some space to kind of just put my thoughts down and have these things in memory for future. Because here's the thing, the more you draw, the more proficient you become at it. Like, you'll be making mistakes, you'll be learning from them, and that's gonna make you better. Like, if you value the training more, short time ain't even high stakes. It's like, I was made for this. You're so prepared that you enter into the room, or you enter into that moment with so much confidence because you know who you are and you know what you're capable of doing, and it's just gonna show for itself because you put in the work. Myron Golden has a saying, which is, your time will come whether you're prepared or not. If you're prepared, it will reveal you, but if you're not, it will expose you. So it goes without saying that you should choose to be prepared. Now, does a portfolio book have a lot of value? Absolutely. I am not talking down or talking against what it can do for your life, because it's undeniable. But what it can do, in fact, how much it can change the trajectory of your life as an artist, all depends on how much you value the time put into practicing, the time put into preparing, aka valuing your sketchbook. If you simply change your perspective and commit yourself to the training, I guarantee you that your portfolio is gonna blow you away and the people you show it to, because it's only showing off the work you put in when no one was looking. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.